forward.
This senior class hasn't won a Big Ten championship yet, or a bowl game. Is there a lot of pressure on that to kind of validate your careers?
It's not a lot of pressure. You take it game by game, man. You know, whatever we're blessed with, that's what we're blessed with. You know, you can't wish upon anything. You know, all you can do is just go out and give it your all between the hashes, between the goal line each and every time we play.
Curtis, you were like the flavor of the month maybe 3 weeks ago, where you guys were top 5, top 10 teams. A lot of people had you picked going to the playoffs, and now there's a lot of people who are like, well, that's it. You know.
That's cool on their part. We can show you better than we can tell you.
What's the locker room chemistry been like the last couple of days, and who have you seen emerging? Who else have you seen emerging on the team?
Locker room chemistry, it really hasn't changed. I mean, because you see Braxton, he comes in and, you know, he warms up the room. You know, he's a goofy guy. And, you know, that still brings a lot of joy to the team. You know, all you can do is look at that as a positive way to give the other quarterbacks energy. And, you know, they come out and do what they have to do.
What role do you think Braxton's going to have in this upcoming season?
I think he's going to be a big motivator. I mean, especially see a good teammate like that go down. You know, when you see him, it's like, hey, let's push it forward for him. You can't really think about yourself anymore.
And do you like what you see from JT right now? I mean, you may have discussed it. What do you see in his eyes? What do you see in his demeanor?
I think he's very focused. Like I said, he's a very mature kid, so I think he's going to be very fine. You know, he's just got to, you know, get his rhythm down with everybody and just keep going forward, moving forward.
Does your expectations change at all?
As far as what?
As far as this season, your expectations for this season?
Your expectations can't change. I mean, why would they? Just because somebody go down? I mean, it's a team effort. You just can't count on one person to win a football game. I mean, some teams do it, but you know, we got players here, and I think we can do what we need to do.
As Braxton was easing back into practice during preseason, we know Braxton was out there, but wasn't out there fully. Did you wonder at all? Did you ever wonder to yourself, I wonder if he's going to be ready?
I mean, I wondered, but, you know, that wasn't up to me, you know. I can't really control that, you know. All I can do is wish the best for him and, you know, pray for him, and hopefully he's better when game times come. I mean, if he wasn't ready, we're still going to be ready. The defensive side of the ball, we were still going to be ready. And that whoever was behind Braxton was going to have to be ready too. So, you know, you just had to take that and just go along with it.
But when something like that happens, when
unit, and I'm just excited to see whoever gets it. Could they rotate a little bit? I know that's probably not ideal. You probably want one guy maybe step up.
It could be possible.
Yeah.
It could be possible.
Hey, Doran, when something like this happens, does it kind of knock you back a step? You have to kind of collect your thought before you go on?
Mentally, yes. I'm going to be honest. Mentally, yes. But, I mean, right back there. You got to go.
You know, you went through this last year with Christian Bryant. I mean, that was a pivotal point in your season. So what did you guys learn from having to regroup from that and come fight this?
We just have to step up. Plain and simple, just have to step up. That's the only thing we can do. Step up and move forward and get the job done.
Coach Von Bell earlier this year had listed several coaches as his mentors and then listed one player. And the player he listed was Braxton Miller. I'm wondering, can a guy on offense's absence affect a defense?
I mean, off the field, probably so, because that's just a friendship and that's just a brotherhood. You know, somebody you can go to and talk to at all times. And Braxton was that guy, as well as a lot of us seniors, like Jeff, Curtis, and myself. But on the field play, we just have to get the job done. We have our job to do.
Have the guys on defense talked and said, all right, we're going to have a young guy at quarterback. We got to step it up. We've got to now. You know, a lot of people thought maybe the strength would be the offense, but you know, you lose Braxton. Obviously, that's a big loss. From a defensive standpoint, do you guys feel like you have to take it to another level now?
I mean, definitely. Obviously, I mean, we have to take it to a level. Just coming back from last season. So I mean, that's just something we have to do.
A couple of weeks ago, people were touting you guys as a likely or possible playoff team, and now after this, there's a lot of people who are like, well. You know, even some of your biggest fans are like, well, you know, let's look ahead to 2015 here all of a sudden. I just wonder how you handle this.
We're not changing our goal. We still have the same expectations.
And the expectations that others have for you, did that, I mean, because it changes.
That has nothing to do with us. We're playing.
JT came in as a dual threat quarterback. Have you seen him athletically do, you know, obviously not the same things Braxton does, but is he able to, you know, scramble and get out of the pocket and make some plays?
Yeah, he makes smart decisions, so when he has to run it, he's going to run it. And he has great ball security.
How is he different than Braxton in what he does? From a defensive standpoint, when you see him, what might you expect out of him that maybe you wouldn't out of Braxton, or something that Braxton could do that he doesn't? Or
I just say his QB reads. His QB reads are very well. You know, you can tell he checks every option before he has to take off and run. But if he sees the option, he's going to take it and throw it.
What about his arm strength? We've been told that, even Coach Sherman said that his arm strength isn't the same as Cardell's or Braxton. I mean, is that something that is noticeable as a cornerback when you go against him, that you may have an extra half a step here?
I mean, yeah, sometimes, but I'm not really paying attention to that too much when I'm playing corner. But he makes the right throws. He makes the right throws.
Doran, I've asked you this before, but is there a little bit of a, I don't know, not bummer, but you guys have worked all spring, summer, preseason on being a much better pass defense, and you're going against Navy in the opener, which may throw 12 passes. Well, who knows how many they're going to throw, but I mean, they run the triple option. Is that a little bit of a, I mean, you're not going to be able to show what you've been working on, I mean,
that's not what we're worried about, beating Navy, and that's what we've been focusing on this training camp. They have a unique style of play of offense, but I mean, I think it'll help us as a defense, with fundamentals, toughness, and also getting accountability, getting your job done.
Discipline, playing